Thanks to Warner Brothers for sponsoring this video. Hey, you cutie. Name's Harley Quinn. Nice to meet ya. Are you searching for a look that screams independent, fun-loving, and totally in control of your own destiny? Well, look no further than my new getup in Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, in theaters February 7th. Some may say I'm an unexpected, unprecedented, and totally unreliable anti-hero narrator with a dark and twisted sense of humor. And to that I say, you're absolutely right. But I promise, when it comes to beauty tips, you can trust me, honest. Now let's get started. Now, as most people know, I get up to quite a lot of mayhem in Gotham. And the secret to keeping all this mess on my face through all these hijinks is starting out with a nice base of primer. Just rub and pat it in all nice and even. Now this also applies to eyeshadow primer. Eye makeup is certainly one of the most important parts of my look. So you want to make sure that your eyeshadow's gonna pop. So spread a nice thin layer of eyeshadow primer over your eyelids. Now, for my ghostly white complexion, all thanks to that stupid vat of chemical solutions Mr. J threw me into at the Ace Chemicals plant. Yeah, I might have a couple regrets. So to get that unnaturally white look, grab a pale liquid foundation and dab it over your face in a thin or thick layer, depending on how chemically altered you want to look. Now go ahead and add that foundation to your neck, your chest, and your arms just to make sure you match. After all, it wasn't just my face that got dunked in that vat of chemicals. Oh wait, Brizzy, we forgot something. Your eyes are brown. My eyes are blue. So let's put on some colored contacts. Ah, there we go. Much better. Do you like it? Good, because you don't have much of a choice. Alright, now you can powder your face with some translucent powder. And of course get your neck and chest as well, since you put makeup there too. We're gonna put the powder on extra heavy under your eyes. It gives us the double benefit of baking the foundation, and you can swish away the fallout from your eyeshadow later. Oh, don't forget those shoulders. There we go. Now some super white eyeshadow is gonna be your base all over your eyelid and your brow bone. Basically, you want to get your eyelids as wide as possible so that the next layers will really pop. And why not dab a smidge on the inner corners of your eye just to make your eyes look a little bit bigger. Now take a shiny silver eyeshadow and pat it all over your eyelid. We want a really thick layer here so it looks as silver as possible. Now you might remember I used to wear nothing but red and blue eyeshadow. And it's not like I don't like that anymore. But now, as you can see, I'm starting to embrace a look that's a little more classy. Aren't you proud? Now with just a smidge of a shimmery navy color, we're gonna blend it into the outer corners of the eye, just a little bit. We just wanna help give this silver a little bit of a bluish tone. Then we'll go over the eyelids again with the silver, just to make sure we're not losing any brightness. Now to really shine like the moon, we're taking some white highlighter and dabbing it on the center of the eyelids. Harley Quinn is nothing if not resourceful. Now we're just taking a little fluffy brush and swooshing away all that extra powder. And see, just like that, all of the extra fallout from the eyeshadow is gone. Now grab just a bit of contour powder and carve out those cheekbones. The angle should be roughly from the top of your ears down to the corners of your lips. Then blend it out, because we're going nice and classy today, remember? Now for a bit of nose contour, even though you're not great at this. It's okay, I understand. With a smaller brush and the contour powder, you're gonna carve out the tip of your nose and draw a nice little line over the tip to create a nice button nose. You'll draw a bit of that powder up the sides of the bridge of your nose and blend it out. And to make that nose pop, add a dab of highlighter to the tip of your nose and a little streak down the bridge. Is your nose now just worse off than it was before? Possibly. But let's move on and add some highlighter to the top of your lip and the top of your cheekbones. Now with the contour powder, we're gonna carve out that jawline. Try to give yourself some harsh edges, because you know you're envious of my perfect jawline. And to give your face even more dimension, add a bit of that contour around your forehead. And if you feel like your lips are a little small, add a line of contour under your lower lip. And hey, maybe you want to maximize that cheekbone contour. I won't judge. Now with a tiny brush, you're gonna color in your philtrum with some contour powder. and then just blend it out till it looks natural. Now for some eyebrows. Grab a brown eyebrow pencil or some powder and draw in some nice, thick, long, gently curved eyebrows. I'd have to say I'm pretty proud of my caterpillars. And don't stop after just one, or you'll really start to look like a maniac. And now for a nice, thick line of black eyeliner across your upper lash line. You could add a wing here if you want for style, but I don't typically use one. Then fill in your lower lash line about 2/3 of the way. Now you're starting to look classy. But to really amp it up, we need some falsies. Carefully paint on some lash glue and let it dry for about 60 seconds. Carefully place the lash on your eyelid, even though you shake like a hyena. Damn those essential tremors, am I right? If after drying, the edge of your lash is still pretty white, feel free to paint over it with some black liquid eyeliner. Now for some luscious lips. Paint on some deep ruby red lips. You want to have a gently curved cupid's bow. Now to give yourself dimension, grab some bright fire engine red lipstick and paint it on to the center of your lips. Now that your eyelashes are definitely totally dry, shakily paint on a couple layers of black mascara. And don't forget to get your bottom lashes too. Hey, you're looking surprisingly glamorous. And if you're really feeling ambitious, take a small lip brush and that dark red and paint your lips wider than normal. I've been told I have a big mouth. Now for the pieces de resistance, the tattoos. These ones were created by infamous Laura. We've got my daddy's little monster, which I'm still thinking of changing, and my sexy mermaid that is definitely not a J, and my beautiful diamond arm cuff. But most important of all are the face tattoos. You could always draw these on with black liquid eyeliner. Or you could trace out the tattoo with some Pros-Aid, paint the Pros-Aid onto your face and onto the tattoo, and give both enough time to fully dry. Since you've got to wait so long for it to dry, you might as well start outlining the rotten tattoo too. This one goes on a nice curve from the bottom of your earlobe down across your jawline. Fill in all that space with the Pros-Aid using a Q-tip. And once it's all dry, carefully stick it back on the spot and dab it with some H2O till the paper goes translucent and easily peels off. Starting to look good. Now just do the same with the rotten, dab it with some water, and slowly, carefully peel off the paper. Once it's on there, it's gonna be looking pretty shiny, so lightly dust it with some translucent powder. Now for some accessories. You know I love my jewelry. I've got this beautiful layered necklace, complete with Bruce's name tag from Hot Topic. This beautiful dangly ear cuff and all these little baby ear cuffs are also from Hot Topic. Eventually you'll realize that you put them on the wrong ear, and that the dangly cuff goes on the left ear. Keep adding those little baby cuffs. And then, because your earlobes aren't pierced, because yes, you're a freak of nature, use these nifty little earring converters to change these stabby earrings from Hot Topic into clip-ons. Not bad. Finally, convert the star earring and the ball chain earring from Hot Topic and add them to your right ear. Then realize you got them backwards again, because you're a moron, and switch them around. There you go, you got it eventually. Now just add a billion silver rings from Hot Topic, a beautiful wig from the World Wide Web, and you're done. You're me, Harley freaking Quinn. Now you're ready to grab a new outfit from Hot Topic, your trusty mallet from your carnival hideout, and crush some skulls with your new best friends, the Birds of Prey. You know, I really am a fan of those chickadees. They're all so different, but so cool, but all badass in their own way. Like me. And if you want to grab a toy gun and paint it to look like my confetti blasting fun gun, be my guest. This one comes with a fun smoking effect. And that about wraps it up. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn hits theaters February 7th. So be sure to pop in and watch me and my birds deal with the smug guy who wants us dead. It's my own telling of the story from my beautifully chaotic, unique point of view, and you don't want to miss it. Thanks again to Warner Brothers and the Birds of Prey for sponsoring this video, and the Hot Topic for providing the sweet digs. Now don't you forget to see Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn in theaters February 7th. It's practically like I wrote and directed the movie myself, so you know it's a good time. See you there! Toodles!